for the last 10 or 15 years, yourself and of course Floyd Mayweather Jr. There's been a lot of talk recently about a potential rematch between yourself and Floyd, a fight that we've all wanted to see for a long, long time. What can you tell us about that, Manny? How are things poised between you and Floyd?
Mayweather Pacquiao.
No, please.
No?
No.
So what is going on?
No, please, just no, not that.
You wouldn't watch it?
Yes, because there's going to be too much money to be made.
You think so, really?
Yeah.
You know, the disrespect he's shown to the sport, to the fans, to himself is not of an elite athlete.
The one rematch that everyone said was impossible, the one fight that was declared dead and buried for a decade, is suddenly back from the grave. Manny Pacquiao has just landed in Los Angeles, and he's not just there for a vacation, he's there to talk business. He has publicly confirmed that negotiations for a second fight with Floyd Mayweather are officially underway. The boxing world is absolutely exploding.
Right now, I can say I'm open, like there's an ongoing negotiation with Floyd, but you know, at the end of the day, if that negotiation materializes, then we will announce at the media, we'll announce to the public.
But as the entire media landscape scrambles, there is one man who is completely, utterly silent. Floyd "Money" Mayweather. And this isn't just a lack of a press release, it's a cold, calculated silence. His non-reaction is the reaction. It's a strategic move from the master of promotion. While Pacquiao is holding press conferences, Mayweather is playing a different game entirely. And tonight, we're going to expose why he's staying quiet, what he's planning instead, and the one moment from 2019 that proves he might just be avoiding the Pac-Man for good.
So Pacquiao is falling from such heights that he's still better than most. Pacquiao's still better than most, but he's not head and shoulders above the rest of the pack anymore.
It's hard to say because Pacquiao's a whole different beast. He's in a whole different level. You know, the guy's a living legend. You know, we're never going to see a Manny Pacquiao again.
This isn't just another cash grab rumor. This time, it's different. For years, any talk of a rematch was dismissed because Pacquiao was seen as past his prime. That all changed in July. At 46 years old, an age when most fighters are long retired, Manny Pacquiao stepped back into the ring. But he didn't pick an easy fight. He didn't take on a nobody. He challenged the reigning, in his prime, 30-year-old WBC welterweight champion, Mario Barrios. Everyone expected it to be a sad, one-sided affair, a legend getting a final payday before being put down by a younger lion. But that is not what happened. For 12 rounds, Pacquiao put on a stunning vintage performance. He was fast, he was aggressive, and he was powerful. He didn't just survive, he dominated long stretches of the fight, pushing Barrios to his absolute limit.
And he's competitive and taking the lead in round number 8 as a 10-second clap sounds, and Manny Pacquiao, just like old times, getting the crowd on their feet. Big round for Manny Pacquiao.
When the final bell rang, the judges scored it an incredible draw. But many at ringside and thousands watching at home were screaming that Pacquiao had been robbed. They believed he had clearly won.
I want to know your thoughts. Manny Pacquiao just came back, 46 years old. What do you think about his performance, and should he continue on?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was surprised that he looked so good at 46 and after being off for 4 years. I was surprised when I received the scorecards. I really thought, you know, he did enough to win that fight.
Yes.
But I had to announce a draw, and no one likes a draw. But I think he was the winner in the end because he looked so good.
Yes.
And he surprised a lot of people in that fight.
In that one night, the entire narrative shifted. This one fight proved that Pacquiao isn't a washed-up legend. He's still a dangerous, elite, top-tier competitor. He's active, he's sharp, and he just proved he can hang with the best champions today. He's suddenly a real threat all over again.
Even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight, with a draw against the world champion. But still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. You know, it's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that you know, put me on my stool in the 9th round. But I still think that Mayweather will pull this one off. I mean, if it does happen.
Just months after this explosive performance, Pacquiao was on a plane. He landed in Los Angeles, and he wasn't trying to be quiet. He was immediately swarmed by media, and he didn't dodge the one question on everyone's mind. He confirmed it all. He told reporters there are ongoing negotiations for his next fight. This is a classic Pacquiao power move. He isn't just open to the idea, he is publicly calling for it. He is leveraging this incredible momentum from the Barrios fight to put all the pressure squarely on Floyd's shoulders. He's forcing Mayweather to respond. The challenge has been made, not behind closed doors, but in front of the entire world.
Even for Pacquiao, has Pacquiao been careful in his career? No. Like,
But should he be?
Well, I hope not. I want to see good fights.
Sure.
What about him and Mayweather again? Do you see that happening?
Yes, because there's going to be too much money to be made.
You think so, really?
Yeah.
And this isn't just a fantasy being floated by a promoter. There is a serious, massive business plan already being built around this fight. This isn't your typical old-school pay-per-view. Insiders and reports are all pointing in one direction: Netflix. The streaming giant is making an aggressive move into live sports, and they know that Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2 is one of the only guaranteed blockbusters left in combat sports. A fight that could bring in millions of new subscribers overnight.
Wait, one second. So wait, no please, but you'd watch it?
Yeah, well, we do videos on it, so I would do videos on it.
No, thank you. I would watch two guys full of pub fighting. So asking someone, would you watch a boxing match when you like boxing? Of course you'd watch a boxing match. I like watching people fight. But you're right. I mean, the first fight was 5 years too late. It's now 10 years on from that. Yeah.
It was a stinker. I remember being so hyped at the time for that fight, knowing it would probably be a stinker, but hoping, you know, because it was so big that the occasion that they didn't. That was 10 years ago. They were in their late 30s. They were in their late 40s.
Yeah, Mayweather was 48, Pacquiao's 45.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's going on?
I would probably favor, I don't even know who I'd favor. I might even favor Manny this time.
This is the new face of boxing. They are reportedly targeting a 2026 date, and the rumored venue is just as insane as the broadcast partner, the $2.3 billion state-of-the-art Sphere in Las Vegas. But Pacquiao added one more crucial detail, a detail that changes everything and might be the very reason Floyd is so quiet. When a reporter asked if this would be another exhibition, like the ones Floyd has been doing, Manny was clear. He wants a real fight. A fully sanctioned 12-round professional bout.
Compared Pacquiao's career and Mayweather's career.
Pacquiao, he lived the Muhammad Ali life, you know, where you win some, you lose some, and you win again. Floyd, he did a little bit more of a pretty boy aspect, a little bit more in controlled settings. Didn't always fight the toughest fight of the career at that time. Nobody will ever do what Pacquiao did ever again.
This isn't about playing for fun. This is about his legacy. He doesn't just want the payday. He wants a chance to really beat Floyd Mayweather. He wants to erase the disappointment of 2015, a fight he entered with a hidden shoulder injury. He wants to prove once and for all who the better man is. And by demanding a real fight, he's thrown a grenade into Floyd's entire retirement plan.
Last time we see you in there, do you think we've got...
I don't know. But, I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to just still be able to entertain for the people, and they still get a chance to see just a glimpse of me.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all.
The second this news became official, the boxing world split right down the middle. On one side, you have the critics and the skeptics. Legends like Oscar De La Hoya, a man who fought and lost to both of them, immediately spoke out.
Now, what's your reaction to two of your former opponents getting back in there in their mid-40s?
Well, maybe I can be the referee. Right? Let me get some action.
De La Hoya said what many fans are thinking. It should have happened a long time ago. He's calling it 11 years too late. He even went so far as to predict the outcome, saying the same thing will happen again, implying another easy, defensive, and perhaps boring win for Floyd.
Oscar, I think we all got to get your thoughts. Two of your former opponents, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, 10 years after the fact, they're talking about running it back. What's your thoughts on that? And then I just have one quick follow-up question to it.
It should have happened a long time ago, obviously. I don't mind it because it'll be entertaining, and I'm curious to see how Mayweather will react, to Pacquiao's style again.
He said he'd watch, but he sees it as entertainment, not a legitimate championship fight.
I mean, Mayweather's Mayweather. He has a great style, great defense. Probably the same thing will happen again, but it'll be entertaining. I wouldn't mind watching it again, but again, it should have happened a long time ago. And this is exactly what I tell fighters. You have to seize the opportunity at the moment when it's hot, when people are talking about it. Like Pacquiao Mayweather, should have fought several months after they had their first fight. Imagine how big that would have been. So I don't know how big it'll be, them fighting now, but I think I would watch it just to be entertained. They're both two of the best elite fighters on the planet, so you got to give them their props.
But then you have the other side, and this side has some serious power behind it. Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of the WBC, one of the most important governing bodies in boxing, came out and publicly endorsed the rematch. He said it would be good for the sport. And his reasoning? That shocking performance against Mario Barrios. Sulaiman said that Pacquiao's draw proved to the world that he is still very clear and capable. He's not just a name, he's a genuine contender. This isn't a mismatch, it's not a circus act. In the eyes of the WBC, it's a legitimate super fight. This has created a massive dilemma. Is this a pathetic cash grab between two men pushing 50? Or is this the one last great legitimate fight we all deserved to see a decade ago?
You said that if you fought Floyd Mayweather, that you would no doubt you'd knock him out. You still feel that way?
Absolutely, fellas. I'm ready to fight anybody.
What do you think about a Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao rematch? People are talking about that. Is that a fight that you're interested in?
No, it's not interesting enough for people. People watch first fight.
That was enough. Boring, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This brings us back to Floyd Mayweather. His reaction to all of this? To Pacquiao's challenge? To the Netflix rumors? To the WBC president's endorsement? Absolute deafening silence. But this is not an empty silence. It's a silence that is filled with other negotiations. While Pacquiao is in LA calling for a real fight, bombshell reports have just been confirmed from Floyd's camp. Floyd Mayweather has also agreed to a massive fight, reportedly for the spring of 2026. But his opponent isn't Manny Pacquiao. It's not an active champion. It's not even a professional boxer. Floyd has reportedly agreed to an exhibition fight with Iron Mike Tyson. This is the most Floyd Mayweather move of all time. It is the perfect, most telling contrast. You have Manny Pacquiao at 46, chasing legacy. He just proved he's still elite by fighting a 30-year-old champion to a standstill. Now he's demanding a real 12-round war with his greatest rival. And what is Floyd's response? He's 48. And he's finalizing a deal to fight a 60-year-old Mike Tyson in a spectacle. It's the ultimate business decision. It's maximum reward for minimum risk. A fight against Mike Tyson, even an older Tyson, is arguably a bigger pop culture event than a Pacquiao rematch. It will attract a massive casual audience. And for Floyd, it's infinitely safer. An exhibition with big gloves and friendly rounds is not a threat to his precious 50-0 record. A real fight against an active, in-form Manny Pacquiao, that is a massive threat.
Yeah, look, The first fight was many years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was an okay fight. Now they're gonna do it again. Apparently, it's all entertainment. That's the way I see it. It's all entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition or a real fight with real rules, small boxing gloves. You know, I don't know what they're gonna choose, but if they make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it? If it's a real fight, because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah, one thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself. Like his body, physically, mentally, he's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. Watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him.
But this isn't the first time Floyd has gone completely silent when Pacquiao's name gets hot. In fact, this silence is his strategy, and we've seen it before.
Sometimes fighter with the fastest hands, who's the strongest, who can punch the hardest, who's got the fastest footwork, who's the toughest, got the best chin, sometimes doesn't win because his opponent understood the scoring system and knew how to impress the judges better than this guy. And if you look at someone like Floyd Mayweather, he was an absolute master at scoring them points, getting ahead, and then winning each and every fight that he had.
Let's rewind the clock to 2019. Manny Pacquiao, then 40 years old, does the impossible again. He steps into the ring with the undefeated 30-year-old unified welterweight champion Keith "one-time" Thurman, a man in his absolute prime. And Pacquiao didn't just win, he dropped him and he beat him, taking his title in a spectacular performance. And who was sitting right there at ringside, watching intently? Floyd Mayweather. After the fight, Pacquiao's longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, revealed a fascinating story. Gibbons claimed that the second Pacquiao's hand was raised in victory, the second it was clear that Manny had just beaten one of the best young fighters in the world, Floyd Mayweather was the first guy to leave the building. He didn't stick around. He didn't congratulate Manny. He bolted. The insinuation was crystal clear. Manny Pacquiao looked too good. He looked too sharp, too fast, and far too dangerous. Floyd didn't want any part of that 2019 version of Pacquiao, and his silence then, just like his silence now, speaks volumes. It's the reaction of a brilliant businessman who sees high risk for a reward he doesn't even need. Why risk the zero against a man who just proved he can still beat champions?
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the third or fourth round, I'm like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him.
Yeah, but I think this, height doesn't mean anything because, short people can pack a punch.
What makes Floyd's current silence almost a final insult is what Manny did right before all of this rematch news exploded. Just days ago, the International Boxing Federation released a video. They were asking Manny Pacquiao a simple question. Name the best boxer in history for different skills. They went down the list. When it came to the best jab, Manny didn't hesitate. He said, Floyd Mayweather. When they asked best footwork, he again said, Floyd Mayweather. And when they asked best defense, he said, Mayweather. This was an incredible, almost unheard of show of respect. Pacquiao, his greatest and most bitter rival, was on camera giving Floyd the ultimate praise, acknowledging his technical genius. And how does Floyd respond to this public praise and to the subsequent challenge for a rematch? With nothing, with silence. He's ignoring the compliment and he's ignoring the challenge, all while lining up a circus fight with Mike Tyson. It's a level of calculated disrespect that only Money Mayweather could pull off. So here's where we stand. Manny Pacquiao is active, he's in shape, and he's in Los Angeles publicly calling for a 12-round sanctioned war. He just proved to the entire world that he can still hang with the absolute best. The money is on the table. Netflix and the Sphere are waiting to write the checks.
That's what you want to be doing. You want to be impressing the judges as much as you can. So rather than them just watching two guys fighting, they're watching you fight this guy. And there's things and tactics that you can do to make sure that you're the standout guy in the ring and you're looking like the ear side throughout that full match. If your coach is telling you exactly what you need to do to score points and prevent your opponent from scoring points on you and how to win each round, and looking at this fight as going the distance rather than going in there and having a slugfest, where he's telling you about the rule set where you get 3 chances before the referee's going to take points off you and all of that stuff, then you've got a good coach, my friend.
But Floyd Money Mayweather, the master of control, is silent. He is laser focused on a different, safer, and arguably bigger spectacle with Mike Tyson. He's ignoring the one man who still has a legitimate, proven chance to blemish that perfect 50-0 record. Floyd's reaction is his reaction. The silence is the answer. But the final question remains. Is this all just a brilliant negotiation tactic, letting the hype build until the price becomes so high he can't refuse?
Mayweather was the better man. You know, a true champion can bounce back. I know I'm the better fighter. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around the board. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay.
Or is he strategically, and perhaps for the first time fearfully, dodging the one rival he knows he can't just dance around for 12 rounds anymore? The ball is in Money's court. The clock is ticking. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.